Up, music still playing, gently going lower and lower and lower, and start. Off you go.
It's a play full of black humour, and it's set on a tiny island off the west coast of Ireland in a very narrow, restricted community, very, very small population. They all know each other backwards, they exist on gossip, and nothing happens. They're very bored, and so any small event is blown up, and everybody talks about it. So it's a very close-knit community, but there are lots of resentments and sort of disagreements within it. And the characters are all wonderfully wacky and sort of strange.
I've been a huge fan of Martin McDonagh's work for years. Well, ever since I first discovered the film In Bruges, which has been one of my favourite films since the very first time I watched it. I must have watched it 15 more times by now. I know most of the words. And I didn't know this play at all, but just the fact that it was written by Martin McDonagh, I thought this must be good.
I like Martin McDonagh's work. I've admired it for years and years and years, so a chance to do something like this it appeals to me, that kind of black, slightly nasty, vaguely sadistic humour, which is always appealing.
Basically, the story is about a crippled boy who's an orphan, and he gets an opportunity to go to the nearby island where they're making a documentary, which was actually a real documentary that was made in 1934 about the Aran Islands by an American director who had Irish family, and he thought he'd make this rather romanticised idea of how the people of the Aran Islands fight against the elements and how noble they are and all the rest of it. And what McDonagh does is take the mickey out of that horribly and satirise it. And he's very unsentimental about the Irish, and that's what comes across very strongly. And the people are not particularly nice to the cripple at all.
I play Helen, and she's very, I don't know if energetic's the right word, but she's, Anne, the director, describes her as sort of like a boxer. So she's definitely meant to be on her toes. She's sort of ready to fight at any point, I guess.
The more you explore it, the more jokes come out of it, the more emotion and pain and love comes out of it, and once you start reading it all in Irish accents, it becomes very, very funny indeed.